Storyboarding is the art of producing hand-drawn images that, when put in a sequence, pre-visualize a film. Storyboard artists must be able to pre-visualize, plan, compose, frame, and draw chronological shot progressions of a scene. Storyboarding is flexible, but there are a few conventions that should be followed. As seen here in storyboards for Captain America: The First Avenger, produced by artist Rodolfo DiMaggio, images presented must progress in the same chronological sequence as that of the final scene in the film. The scene number, shot number, and description of what is happening in the scene should also be included to assist cinematographers with production of the shot as it was originally planned. When storyboarding, I pre-visualize each shot and sketch them in chronological order. I then write the technical elements and descriptions of each shot. Here, an example of storyboards I prepared for my film The Girl in the Camera are evident. As you can see, my pre-visualization of the opening sequence was recreated in the same chronological order that I had planned it. Storyboarding is a skill because storyboard artists must be able to convey stories through drawings alone.
Hitchcock said storyboard artist has to be a good storyteller. It isn't enough to just make a beautiful drawing. The drawing has to have the meaning and the feelings of what you were trying to say.
Generally, a split screen is the visible division of the screen to show the same moment from two angles or two scenes simultaneously happening in different places. However, the editor of Gone Girl and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Kirk Baxter, said, "I tend to do a lot of invisible split screens. In a two-shot, I'll often use a different performance for each actor. We might adjust the take for timing or add a bird for flying and sky from a different take, just to add that little something special." I learned that split screens can be used to alter the movements and dialogue of multiple subjects in the same scene. The editor of Mean Girls, Wendy G. Brickmont, splits a screen into half and then 4/4 to show each character on a phone call. I discovered that split screens are the most common way of displaying characters at each end of a phone call. To develop this skill, I filmed shots of 4 characters on a joint phone call. Then, I researched how to create split screens on Premiere Pro and applied that knowledge to the sequence I filmed. I chose to dedicate 1/4 to each recipient to emphasize on their facial expressions and type of character. In this experience, I developed an understanding of the types of content contained in split screens and how to edit a split screen on Premiere Pro.
Soviet montage is an advanced editing technique that involves the juxtaposition of a series of unrelated shots together to create new meaning and emphasize certain points. Soviet filmmaker Sergei Eisenstein is often regarded as the father of Soviet montage, having pioneered the movement throughout half a dozen of his own films in the 1920s and 30s. In his film October, 10 Days That Shook the World, Eisenstein uses a montage of religious imagery, including statues of Christ and Hindu deities, to present the idea that all religion is the same by juxtaposing the similarity of their imagery. I attempted my own form of montage in Summer Sun, where I edited a series of clips from the historical events, such as 9/11 and the JFK shooting, to present the idea that the sun, whilst an image of warmth and kindness, watches over all the events in human history, both the good and
Hey, what's up guys, Julian from SmartphoneFilmmakingPro.com here, the ultimate online course about smartphone filmmaking. And the DJI OM4 is probably the most popular smartphone gimbal that you can buy at the moment, and that's for a reason. It's super easy to use, the balancing part is a piece of cake, and the final results that you get, well, they are just super smooth and they look epic. And Filmic Pro is, I think, the most popular professional video shooting app for smartphones these days, and in this video we'll find out how well these two work together. So once you've put your phone onto the DJI DJI OM4, you have to make sure that you have Bluetooth turned on. Without it being on, you won't be able to connect them with each other. And the next thing that you should do is that you should open up Filmic Pro on your phone, click on the little settings icon, and then click on hardware, and that's where you can kind of like connect the gimbal to the app. Make sure that DJI Osmo Mobile is activated. And now what you can do is you can use the start stop button on your gimbal to actually, well, start and stop your recording. And on the left side of your gimbal, you do have a little zoom rocker. And once you put it down or up, different features will be activated on your screen.